boom, shoot. Boom, shoot. Like that? Okay.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to Sacred Voices Open Mic. This is our August edition. I know that you're thinking, it's September right now, and that is because we got postponed, we got bumped last week, but now we're here as the first Friday of September, and we are here to bring you a night of poetry. Sorry about that. So we have some great artists, activists, and musicians on deck for this evening. My name is Aston. I serve on the board of directors for Sacred Voices, and I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about what the organization does, who we are, and where we're going from here. Obviously, COVID-19 has struck all of us particularly hard. Sacred Voices is no exception. We're coming here from 700 Calumet Street, from Denver Open Media in the Santa Fe Arts District. And we're able to do this because all of you watching us right now are at home in the comfort of your own bedrooms, living rooms, wherever you are. And we have all of our performers here today, and we have some of them over Zoom as well. And we're excited to bring all of them up for you so that you can experience an artistic, creative side of life that has been woefully missing from all of our lives since about March or so. The arts are important, and we know that. That's why we're coming to you now, live, into your houses, and we come to the schools. We come to the local schools around the Denver area, and we're bringing workshops, whether that be through Zoom or whatever platform is necessary. We want to make sure that the spoken word stays alive. We want to make sure that poetry stays active in today's society, and so that's why we're here today. I'm going to invite up Mateo, if he's ready. All right, so Mateo's going to be our host for today, and he's going to get us started out. Mateo?
Really happy to be here. I'm going to try to adjust this microphone really quickly. Let's see. Oh, just how? Yeah, if you could help me out, that'd be great. Cool. Oh, I see. Cool. Thank you so much. Awesome. That's a little bit better. So hopefully y'all can hear me. But yeah, so as Aston said, my name is Mateo. I am just a local Denver poet. I've been out here writing poems since I was maybe 15 or 16. Really excited to be here today and to be the host of y'all's open mic tonight. So yeah, if y'all haven't already, feel free to share our page right now. Share the live stream with your friends. And yeah, we're about to have a really dope open mic. So I will kick us off with my first piece here. I do have it memorized, but just in case, it's been a while since I think any of us have really been in person and able to go anywhere. So I'm just going to pull this up, in case my memory fails me. So here we go. This next piece that I have is called An Ode to Federal Boulevard. In a study by the Denver Public Works, 408 people were asked to describe Federal Boulevard, the street that I grew up along. Responses would be used to generate an urban development plan to be implemented in the coming years. Among the most popular responses were congested, dirty, ghetto, and unsafe. This is my response. An ode to Federal Boulevard, to your concrete exterior beneath shadeless sky, your wrinkled asphalt worry lines and chipped paint refusing rejuvenation, potholes that demand attention. An ode, yes, even, to your crazy intersection off of Morrison Road, with the crooked lanes and the blinking eye, to streets too small for trucks so grand, for lowriders bumping too close to the earth. An ode to graffiti and murales mexicanos, to tag artists who work best under the cloak of night and without permission, who taught me how to make a rose bloom from concrete, how to raise revolution while the world is sound asleep. An ode to fathers who slip from porch doors before sunrise to file in the unemployment line, To mothers tucking kids in bed before the graveyard shift because la familia es lo más importante. Family is the most important thing. An ode to the RTD bus line running until midnight with the still broken ticket machine letting passengers in for free. To the bus stop squatters and the old ladies who give them change, teaching me how much $1 really costs. An ode to Vietnamese pho and taco trucks on every corner, thriving community defying any business model. To Little Mexico and Little Saigon for always keeping me fed. To the migrant construction workers and business owners who built this barrio from the ground up, who teach that pride and authenticity cannot be feigned. To the paleteros y eloteros who scale federal sloped back, the neverias de Chihuahua, Juarez y Michoacán serving cool nostalgia beneath a boiling sun, sweetness that can only mean home. An ode to Sunday night drag races, DPD's hottest night of the week, where Mercado parking lots become car shows and corridos y banda blast like gospel. Brown boys driving fast flash smiles bright as rims, give police sirens a run for their money. To the beggars on Alameda and the jaywalkers tempting fate, an ode to ghosts. To Our Lady Guadalupe, who guides car accident victims in the light of veladoras. To wilted marigold and rose bouquets that are never swept away. I, driver's permit fresh in hand, cruise slowly beneath neon signs wagging their nagging fingers. Slow down, 9 traffic deaths in 2017. Drive drunk and go to jail. They think we are stray dogs who can't stop running into our own deaths. Federal, how many unnamed children do you hold in your outstretched arms? I want to give the 5 police officers harassing a homeless man on Florida a neon sign. I want to give the 4 police officers who tackled my 15-year-old classmate on Mississippi a neon sign. I want to give the police officers who killed Paul Castaway on Morrison Road a neon sign. Federal, you couldn't shield my eyes from life's hardest lessons. Had to create memorials. I must write odes in place of eulogies. The golden cranes from Northside are moving in on your tarred feet. You're getting a makeover, new sidewalks and a paint job to match. They think that they can pave away your history, but I will always remember. An ode to Federal Boulevard, the street with the most heart in the Queen City of the Plains, for always guiding me home. Thank you. Cool. So, alrighty. Now, before I call up the next person, do we have any more new people that have hopped on the open mic, or is it the same list that you gave me, Aston?
I'll update you on the list. It's the same for right now.
Cool. All right, perfect. So, without further ado, keep up the energy, keep pressing that share button. We're really trying to get in our feelings today and have a nice night of poetry, okay? So, like it up, heart, however you feel, like it up. So, here we go. So, the next person that's coming up right now, we have Rick Shaw.
Thank you. All right. This is an excerpt from something I'm working on called The Abyss. Thank you. All right. It's called The Abyss. What will I be remembered for? I thought to myself. Then I took a deep breath and jumped into the abyss. Please forgive me, I shouted as I flew through the air. I know what you're thinking. What a selfish jerk. Well, go ahead and judge me. Everyone my whole life had done just that, to the point where I lost all sense and value of who I was and what I wanted. But that pain will finally be behind me, and I do not have to live in anyone else's shame any longer. Wow. Dying is so much different than I thought it would be, or how the movies described it. It did not feel like I was flying at all. It actually felt like I was moving in every direction simultaneously, like one of those rides at a fair or carnival. I bet this is what Charlie felt like on that glass elevator. However, there was no more time for thought. As I began to pick up speed at a quicker pace, I was amazed. Although I could not open my eyes, I could see and feel everything. Colors were everywhere, and so was a sense of calm. My mind seemed to be playing before me like a documentary film or a live stream of someone's life in memoriam. I was just waiting for the sermon to begin. However, I doubt they will even care enough to have a funeral. And even if they wanted to, I specifically told them not to. I remember thinking every day to the precise detail of how I wanted to die because I was in too much pain to think about how I wanted to live. Spread my ashes so I can be as free as the wind, I told everyone. Now that I had jumped, it did feel like an enormous weight had been lifted off of me, and I was in the wind. No more hating myself for being a fat, gay, mixed-race, worthless person who did not deserve love, forgiveness, hope, security, and success. You see, I am disconnected from my own body, mind, spirit. I let people who showed me a moment of love and acceptance use, abuse, and destroy me. As the speed of my journey increased, I started losing my breath at an uncomfortable pace. It felt as though I had a slow leak, and the more I resisted, the faster the air left, like a balloon. My body started falling off me piece by piece, no longer an anchor, and then it mercifully abdicated from my core. I can't believe it. I actually did it, as one last thought of regret entered the final part of my mind. But I knew I had tried my best and my energy was depleted. You don't know me, my life. I fell because I was broken. I could not get control of my mind and my negative thoughts. They finally became too much for me, and I needed to hit restart. So I said a little prayer and I jumped. Who cares? I didn't feel that concern when I was still alive. But of course, you will judge me. Why would you show me any compassion now? It was no different than when you allowed me to be raped, or how about growing up at a time when I was told every Sunday that you hated me, and I would never be accepted by the people that you put in charge. The slightest mistake came with severe consequences and caused the belief that I was not worthy to be loved. I screamed, begged, and pleaded for your help to change. Make me in your favor, I cried every minute. But yet, I remained nothing but an object of scorn. I was destined to be rejected, beaten, and violated. That is what happens to people like me on earth, remember? So did you expect me to fight back when I believed it too? I accepted my perceived punishment for going against you. Did you know this was happening? Did you care? My thoughts continued. Oh, crap. It's too late now, I thought as I spun out of control into nothingness. It began to feel colder, quieter, stiller, and all of a sudden I sensed that I was slowing down but still floating. I had so much fear about what was on the other side, but anything must be better than the deteriorating earth. People are struggling, indebted to the banks, forced to work at jobs they hate, and that are contributing to our own demise, but most of all, seeing suffering all around imposed by the self-appointed rulers with the most wealth, power, and privilege since the dawn of time. How can you blame me, really? I needed to be numb as the world fell around me, so I quelled the pain of my broken spirit by drinking, dating, drugging, but more importantly, hating myself. Hating myself every day more than anyone else could ever hate me, even you. Because if I could hate myself more than you did, then maybe, just maybe, you would finally be pleased by your imperfect child that you created. So here I am, the remnants of the once perfect person, made in your image, destroyed by your darkest creations, while you did nothing to help. Why do you make people just to hurt and abuse them? What kind of world or universe is this? And what kind of hell might I expect next? Is this what is meant by the Hebrew word theodicy? Why do you allow evil and pain? I'm so tired of being in pain. I cannot take one more minute. So take back your life. I surrender. You win. And with that, I lost consciousness. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you so much for being our first performer. Yeah, just really sitting with all of those words and your sharing right now. So thank you so much. Yeah, and those of y'all who are watching, like we're still out here, still getting real. So just like really try to like sit and absorb all of this. Like all of these feelings. For me, when I was kind of listening to that poem, it made me feel very contemplative, and just thinking a lot about the expectations that we're kind of raised with, especially with faith. I think a lot of us have really felt that, especially in this room. So yeah, thank you so much. With that being said, I think you may have 5 more minutes if you wanted to share another piece, but if not, then we can I can also share something as well, but just wanted to extend that opportunity if you're interested. For sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, so just so y'all know, y'all have about like 15 or so minutes in your slot. So, that's good for about 3 poems ish for each person, depending on how long they are. So yeah, cool. So I'll get you back up here.
All right, thanks. This is something I wrote for my mom, or about my mom, who's going through Alzheimer's. So, it is hard watching mom die, but she's right in front of my eyes, so I see that the disease is in control no matter how much I say please and plead, though. I must stay strong, Lord, how I need, otherwise everything will collapse and be filled with fear, failure, and hate. Peace, please don't be late. I continue to fight this disease with all I can muster. On bended knee, I pray for you to take away this fear like a busser. I keep losing her, and in the process, losing me. Oh no, God, please, I plea. This debilitating energy of anger and rage is consuming my body. Please, quick, someone hand me the sage. On my knees, just stay calm, I say. Hell no, Satan, not today. Don't you understand me? I'm making a gallant effort. Exhausted and spent, I take a rest, but never surrender. Give me a big hug so I don't cry. I dreamed a dream and will love you even after you leave the earth, to be free and die. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you so much for sharing. Again, for being the first person. It takes a lot to come up here, and especially during the pandemic, we really appreciate anyone who can make it out here, whether that's through Zoom or whether that's in person. Yeah. So with that, we're gonna keep on going. Alrighty. So next person who we have on deck, save all of your energy and give it up for Nick Evans.
Can I wait for my mom to come back?
Oh yeah, word.
Okay.
I can do that. All right, while we wait for mom to come back, I can do just a piece in the meantime. Yeah, this is totally cool. So, all right, let's see. Let's see which piece I want to do today. I guess I can start. I've been writing a lot of love poems over the past year, 2 years or so. Some of them more lovely than others, but so I guess. Oh, actually, okay, your mom's back. Let me give you. I'll share those love poems after.
Shorter than everybody else. Should I say what this is called? Oh, this is called My Life. Oof. Yes. Boom, shoot! Hands up. I can't breathe. Please, sir, I just want to go home to my mama. Mama! Mama! Help me, please. 20% of people who were killed in 2020 by police were black like me. Can anyone help me? Stop or I shoot. Standing still. Boom, shoot. Reaching for my ID. Boom, shoot. Playing at a park. Boom, shoot. Walking home from the store. Boom, shoot. Making a human mistake. Boom, shoot. Where am I safe? Jesse Cedillo! Where did you go? We are still looking for you. You never made it home. Say his name. Joel Anthony. Say his name. Will my name be the next to be said? While racist police stop and kill people who look just like me? Why is my skin color so offensive that you must reply with a bullet to my head? Blood flowing down my cheeks, I never made it home. Dead by police, no one will remember me. All that will be mentioned is all my human mistakes. Like that cuss word I said in the 4th grade, or a song I sang on live with a message that allowed me to relate. There will be no mention of my extensive vocabulary or my love for biology. Just Facebook pictures I didn't know would be my last memory. That's what happens when kids with a speck of color in them die. We are made out to be the mistake. We never get to fly. Fly high to our dreams. The bullets keep shooting us down. Even our men and women of service know the rules of engagement. You do not shoot until shot at. So why are police allowed to kill me? You do know police are not supposed to kill guilty people too, right? I mean, I walk out my house, choose to steal a car, run away. You are not supposed to kill me. Not until your life for sure is unsafe. Rules of engagement do not protect American citizens like me. They only protect people like the Oklahoma City bomber who killed thousands and walked away in jail after being sentenced to breathing. We have 3 main branches of our judicial system: the police, the courts, and the corrections. But our police choose to be all 3. You are not God. You are just the police. Blood dripping on my feet. All I did was walk home, officer, with an iced tea. Why did you shoot me? Boom, shoot. Please let me breathe. Comply and don't die is all I see. But when we all comply is when the true dictatorship will be. Do you not see? None of us are free. The American flag drips in police immunity and the masks of the KKK. These crooked cops fail to realize that the people aren't free and they're not brave. We are scared voices ready to go to war for our fate. Shackles of oppression keep my soul bolted in one place. How will I grow up with these obstacles I face? I want to be a marine biologist when I grow up, explore the ocean and find new things. Boom, shoot! Hopes and fear fill my head. Will I ever make it to my dreams, or will I fall dead by the hands of police? Boom, shoot! I am scared to breathe. I can't breathe! Hands up, don't shoot! As I walk through life, the colors of my ancestors fill my spirit. Amber brown, skin glowing like a star in the night. Deep black like a sea of souls crying my name. Names like Sandra Bland fill my brain. Elijah McClain, the public was too late. George Floyd, we heard you crying your mama's name. Mama, where are you? I need you. They're trying to take my life away. Boom, shoot. My dreams fade away. Why am I treated like a predator? I am just a kid. I am just a kid. Please don't take my life away. Thank you.
I don't know about y'all, but that gave me chills, honestly. So glad you were able to make it out today. Right, and thank you for teaching me how to use this mic stand earlier. Yeah, your poem really, I feel like it, really gets to the heart of a lot of the things that we're seeing in this current moment, right, with police brutality, things we've been seeing for, ever since America was really founded, right? And it was just really cool to see you up here with, that's your mom, right? Yeah, that's super great. He's only 11. Lord knows I didn't know how to write that way when I was 11, so that's really awesome. That's super cool. Right. Word, yeah. Yeah, and that's great that you're like empowering them to kind of like use their voice. You really appreciate that and y'all just coming out here to share tonight. So, cool. Give it up for that. That is like so dope. We love to see it. Cool. So with all of that said, did you have any other poems that you wanted to share, or you all good? We're for sure. Yeah. Oh, word. Okay. Word. No worries. It's all good. Yeah, next time come prepared, bring, at least like 2 or 3 poems. We would really love to hear you, spit some more on the mic. So thank you. All right, that said, just to fill a little bit of time, I can, go ahead and share some of those angsty poems that, people enjoy from me, I guess. So we will pull one of those up. I was really excited about this open mic today because there's 2 people in the audience right now that I really appreciate. One of them watching home, who's actually going to be coming up here a little bit later. Her name is Mahogany. Was one of my, give it up. Minor disturbance. No bedtime. That's only for the OGs. Only people back in who knew the slam scene of Denver back in, like 2018, 2017 would know about that. But alrighty, so enough about me. Let's talk about my love life. Cool. So this poem right here is named Cosmic, and I think this is the first time I'm performing this in front of my friend Rain, who is also in the audience. So give it up for Rain. Y'all are gonna love their poetry when they come up later. So yeah, here we go. So, we used to say our love was cosmic. Your last letter to me, a hand-traced rendition of Tezcatlipoca on a bright orange placard, said we felt ancient together. You wrote that you had had a dream. You, me, and him in San Francisco with you and me on a beach in San Francisco with him. You didn't know what that meant, but you knew that I had always wanted to move to California and that he was the Aztec god of self-reflection. I knew how much you loved the sea. You had hoped that he could help me through whatever I was going through. You always spoke like that, simple yet understanding, a contrast to my constant noise and need to comprehend. I remember our trip to San Francisco, where you held my hand at the edge of the Pacific and said, I want you to meet my mother. The clouds parted and the ocean grew warm at our feet, as if to offer us her blessing. I thought of the oceans our parents, our ancestors had crossed for us to meet, how warmly they must have smiled down on us then. I think of the blessings our mothers gave us, your mom shuffling hurriedly around the house, uneasy with premonition. You asked, ¿Qué traes, mamá? Y ella te contestó, con su intuición materna, tú y Mateo se van a casar. You and Mateo are going to get married. I think of my mom giving us a ride back to your house when she joked we might adopt children and give them a good home if you didn't want to bear them. And in this quiet way, I knew she liked you too. So if our love was cosmic, and I did believe that it was, then our break was all the more earth-shattering. I have struggled to write this poem, this epic, for the past year since. It was never easy for me to write a love poem for you, as I am a perfectionist at heart. So I wrote so many it pains me you may never get to see. To string together our love into a coherent composition would have been to imply that our love was anything but timeless. It was a crisscrossing of lifetimes I could never contain. Truth be told, I never thought we would end, so I never thought to write one. Part of me used to believe that we wouldn't have. As we used to say, time doesn't exist. But as indignant as I am only human, and the grief I had felt for your loss had been one of the greatest wonders of my world and demanded that I approximated the feeling nonetheless. So, we were 2 astronauts heading straight into the sun. And wasn't it so warm? You made my heart leap. I would have broiled just to be close to you. I paid no attention to the warning signs. this radioactive heat, threatening to poison us, destroy us if we flew too close. I had never felt a touch light and pure as yours. Past loves had heavy hands, left me sun-seared. My skin grew thick as scars. If it were up to me, I would have held on till our future became stardust. We were two astronauts headed straight into oblivion, a place you knew we couldn't come back from. So thank you, really. Thank you for leaving before we burned out, before there was nothing left to come back for. The day that you left me, a chain broke our gridlock. You bounded one way, I the other, us, two astronauts cut from the shuttle. You said, I love you and want to keep loving you, time and place willing. But we can't do this right now, the way we both are. I remember our last kiss in front of your house. I looked first at your closed eyes, then the darkness surrounding your silhouette, the sun dipping low and out of reach. How cold I felt then, the heartache deep as lineage torn by the seams, my shame bitter as your mother's tears when you broke the news. Then, a bittersweet relief, like cool water poured on burned flesh. I can't hurt you anymore, I thought, tears pooling in my eyes, and I can save myself. I didn't know how to tell my mom, so it took me a week. ¿Todavía no se amaban? She asked me. Didn't you two still love each other? As if love were so simple for families like ours. We were both just depressed and we weren't growing anymore. It takes more than love to stay together. This is all the eulogy I gave her in your name. My mother, in a depressed marriage for over 30 years, did not understand, but she asked no more questions. We tried to remain friends for 2 months after our break, and I kept my distance. For as much as I longed for you, the temptation to rebound never trumped the respect that I had for you, the desire I had for the both of us to grow. A self-destructive hookup could have never compared to the beautiful love that we had shared. I regret trying to talk about what went wrong before the dust had settled. I was stubborn as a magnet, trying hard to connect, but you repelled from me, bounded the other way. How naive to think I could process your loss in a mere 2 months, what has taken me an entire revolution around the sun to accept, to try once again to twist fate and my intuitions for an idealistic vision. For as beautiful as our love was, and even if you had returned, we will never be the same. We can't be. And this, I know now, is for the best. Thank you all. I wonder if they can hear you on this microphone screaming, Rain. But yeah, let me know y'all's thoughts in the comments, like it up, heart it, cry react, do whatever you need to do to feel okay. So Lord knows I do. So alrighty. So with that, we can move on to our very next performer, which I am very excited to introduce today. So give it up for the one, the only, Rain Fox.
Thank you. What's up, y'all? Alright, so I didn't have no type of ooh, there I am. No, I'm just playing. Okay. I have no type of lineup set up, but he just read a sad breakup poem. So I'm going to read a sad breakup poem I ain't ever read before. So love it. That angst, you feel me? Okay, this is called Sonnet Flying Out of Snellville. Eerie trees, heavy with Confederate flags, pair of blackberries, bitter, juicy fuchsia, warm to raisins. We picked peaches at the back of your mouth, that house. Light language in the sunroom, 2 heated stars. All I heard was sleepy pills moving your moms to say we'd get married. Our bones was chewed Tums tablets, for settling one another's belly. You was meat and potatoes and greasy grin. I quit being vegetarian. That one party, we was gold and salt. There's holes in them animals I gave your name. A line in my feathered neck. I'm sorry. Pink Play-Doh bloat, decomposed green, brown skeletons kissing. Pair of king robes, thick fur, royal purple, naked underneath. Withering rose, glass popped, shattering smell. This sadness gon' be sapphire necklace. Thank you. Nah, I just like talking like that. I heard it. Yup. They from Arkansas, y'all. So, you know, we out here with the vernacular, you feel me? All right, so we out here spreading love. I'ma read a poem about my daddy. This is called Ode to Daddy and His Clouds. My father can fry chicken and cook crack. Ever since he worked the breakfast shift, he rise with the birds. Barrel man, sturdy brown, calculated earth, lit at the tip, blunt, tight, twisting joints in the dark. He scoop pink sherbet out his low eyes and lick it to stay cool. His breath, Christmas trees. His fists, good buds, covered in tiny crystals. I wish I could look in his lungs, build bar stools in his liver, and spit to the same rap songs. This one's from my homie, my home, smoking. Thank you. All right, so I don't think friend love is shared enough, so I'm going to read a poem about a roommate that I didn't know I was going to have or grow this close to. So, Annabella, if you're watching, this is for you. I call Bella and mean beauty for Annabella. Spring did the damn thing. Brown iris in the downstairs bedroom where she banished boys with cleaning spells and Queen Bee's blessing. I envy her body's river, its cool, free flow, dancing hip-hop, light as water bugs. When her feet blister, she beads blossoms in her bathrobe and shampoos her spiraled mane. This is when the apartment smells the cleanest. Thank you for breakfast. You were the first friend to cook for me. Thank you for the tea we sipped like witches who ain't realized all their power. Thank you. All right, y'all want to hear some weird shit? Some weird gender shit? All right, I'm from Colorado. So I started writing series, like little mini series. And this is a series called They, Them, Theirs, which are the pronouns I use. So do with that what you will. One half corpse boy, one half blazed bitch. Is barbecue floating black and meat stink down the block. I pulled the spike out my ass, ate the apple in my mouth. This little piggy lost day shit. 3 days locked up, set 'em straight. Now it's just beak mouths gathering round, fixing plates of pork, candied ham. Wings fold in a circle and pray. Dear Heavenly, thank you for this food. Please bless the hands who have prepared it. Thank you. Y'all, I'm sorry. I write really short poems, so I'm about to read like 20. Okay. This is called An Ode to T-Pain. Because T-Pain don't get enough love. Fuck what anyone says. I know an angel straddles your vocal cords, strumming harp. I've heard her wings flap, wind jostled song. She just cosplays as a robot with laser eyes, and I, in all my armor, can respect that. Thank you. Okay. Bro, like
Give us the whole chat book. Come on.
I'm so dead. Okay. So I am obsessed with food and I love writing about food, but I'm gonna give you a sad poem about food. This is called serious. This is called Ashes for Baking. And that title was inspired by slaves out in the fields. They didn't have baking powder, so they used ashes from the fire to make ash cake, ash bread, types of things. So that's where that came from. Spiced yam shortbread, blood jam jellies. Bone syrup sops land like cookies dunked in coffee. Dark master. Someone died in a cocoa bean. Cruel crop. Everything sweet is black and on fire, like cane fields. Molasses fossils. I trace my skin and touch sugar skull teeth. Thank you. Guys, what should I read? Okay, I'm gonna read something relevant to today's moment. This is called It's the Apocalypse, So I Stay High. In so many daydreams, I levitate over the burning earth, over the pollution clouds, permanent purple. I'm close enough to see politicians spill Pepto when loose hyenas make kill. Massage is essential, is branded on the side of AK the same day baby girl took rubber bullets. In so many daydreams, the president say drink bleach, but ain't no Lysol for the hood or tunnel tents, just lemon scent and a prayer. In so many daydreams, I'm off the grid and can differentiate mushrooms in the woods, but I still eat them out the plastic bag and write poems in dirt. In so many daydreams, zombies want to eat me, and I let them. Thank you. Oh yeah, baby. I'm gonna start singing. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. You know how many people would log off if I started singing? Hell no. Let's read a poem about hair. This is called Google inappropriate hairstyles and click images. 1. White men stole mama's hair. They did it when grandma first brushed great grandma's ruby string. Stretched out year round, no matter how wet. Straightening iron smell stink the house. 2. Everything I wanted was silk, shiny, dark, and lovely. My screaming scalp. My scalp screaming. I never looked like the box. 3. I felt my first shame in 6th grade at the bottom of a water slide. Sarah B. watched curls kink like horror movie. Poofy, poofy, chanted like seance, as if to summon ghosts. 4. When mama strung beads in my braids, I shook my head to hear the music. When Linda said she hated the noise, I asked mama to stop bedazzling me. 5. Black, blue magic, curse, spread in scalp since childhood. I curl somewhere between 4A and 4B when I cast castor oil skeletons. Mama swear had she found that shit when I was real little, my hair'd be down to my butt. The length alone, Rapunzel syndrome. 6. In 2018, I shaved demons out my head. 2007, Britney brought me the fuzziest boy in razor blades. Soft, no lineup, cradled. 7. In my rat tail time machine, I go back to airy summer and take what's mine. The pool on Free Friday, fresh cuts, deep end. Thank you. I got 3 more minutes? All right. This is called Meditations for When You're Tired of Being Angry but Not Black. Today, sword lilies out my skin. They smell like flowers, not wet blood. Today, flocks of knees, ashy bare feet, street racing in rain, slapping pavement, slapping like bird wings. My joy fly and flapping its purple mouth. Today, mangoes picked off the tree, tangled in my spine. I am the orange fruit bulb blurbing stories of the crop. Today, only a love poem. Thank you.
Gotta give it up for my good friend, Rain Fox. All right, so while I'm talking here, I think we're just gonna set up for our next act right now. But yeah, so before next person comes up, just want to talk to y'all a little bit about the work that Sacred Voices does. So Sacred Voices, we feature monthly open mics, usually on the 4th Friday of each month. Today we had our sort of like rescheduled show because unfortunately we got double booked last time, but that's okay. That's why we're bringing y'all 2 open mics this month because we know what y'all need. Y'all tell us what you need and we grant it, okay? So we're really really excited to be here today with you all. And yeah, so in addition to our open mics, another thing that we have been branching out to do is we also do workshops at schools. So middle schools, high schools, doesn't really matter. We've been doing some different like Google Classroom, Zoom workshops, just to get, some of your students writing. And yeah, like, if they feel comfortable to come on here either through Zoom or coming up here, they can also do that for the open mic to share their work, but really trying to just, build out the opportunities for our students to, come out here and just really share their voice with Sacred Voices. So cool. Looks like we're almost wrapping up with setup, right? Cool. Word. All right. Got y'all. I always have more and more to say about how great Sacred Voices is. So, so I think one of the things about this space that a lot of people really appreciate is, it is kind of like a more indigenous centered, but also, BIPOC centered space. So Black and brown people, we consistently can come up here and feel safe to just kind of, express ourselves. And to be honest, like there's not a lot of spaces like that in Denver that are left. A lot of them, a lot of, businesses and organizations, that used to be around back in the day when I was kind of up in poetry are not here anymore. So, when we have spaces like Sacred Voices, I feel like it's very important for us to preserve them. So, that's part of what, these open mics are about. And I'm hoping that y'all, also feel similarly. And thank you all for tuning in. That being said, another announcement that I have, Sacred Voices is currently looking for more board members. So if you are interested in, helping Sacred Voices just with, programmatic things, with putting on the open mics, or even with, paid poetry workshops, reach out to us on Facebook, reach out to me on my social media. And yeah, we can, get that squared away and get that, started. And with that, you almost set up? Oh, word. All right. Takes a minute to set up instruments, y'all. So we'll kill some time with poetry. That's what we're here for. Right? Bring some time to life in these dire times right now. So here we go. Let me see what I got for y'all today. This is kind of a newer piece. I wrote this like the other night. And it was actually me revisiting an old piece that I had written. And yeah, this is how it goes. Doesn't really have a name right now. It was inspired after a quote by in Beyonce's Lemonade. So at some point she asked, it's her birthday? Yo, what? Wow, it's Beyonce's birthday, everybody. Like, give it up. But yeah, so in Beyonce's Lemonade, she has this line that says something like, where do you go when you go quiet? So this was kind of my response to that. Oh, wait, never mind. This is a different poem inspired by the poem that I wrote that about, but poet things. Anyways, whatever. So keep that in mind. Cool, we can do that. So actually, no, I'm going to pull up the other one now because I gave all of the context for that one. Where do you go? Let's see if... Okay, here we go. Got it. Where do you go when you go quiet? The girl I love says I have a face that can't hold secrets. The furrow in my brow, crinkled corner of my mouth, an invitation to my feelings that, frankly, I didn't ask for. She says, laughing, that I do not have a temper. I laugh, too nervous. I know some people who would beg to differ, but I don't say that. I am the most quiet, but not unreadable when I am angry. A quiet simmer above a flame lit by myself, a calculated explosion. My temper has burned black holes in my body, and I will crawl into them for days. You will not see the scars. I have melted sweet things in my hands. I do not know if I have inherited my father's surname or my mother's rumination, but I have held myself on fire the way candles do in my family tradition. Isn't that what us Vela boys are known for? Tongues becoming whiplash when we don't get our way or when slicked wet with alcohol? My last love swore the crinkle on my nose would deepen with stress. She always hated when I got stressed. She knew the difference between a yawn and another sigh of frustration. She knew how to sidestep my temper flare trip mines for fear of an explosion. and she knew the frequency of an explosion. I know my last love became fluent in my silence, so now I must speak before I get too quiet. I must always be one step ahead of toxic tendencies, or they will burn down my house. The house that I worked so hard to build, a place where someone else could live too. What kind of man would I be if I let the fire catch the curtains, melt all of our family pictures in my spite? I have come so far. I still have so much left to go. I do not want anyone to hold my anger. Cool. So we got that. And I'll probably share the Thanks y'all. I'll probably share the other one probably a little further down. But yeah, cool. So you almost ready or need a little more time? Cool. Awesome. Cool. So without further ado, let me welcome up our next guest on this open mic for Sacred Voices tonight, Avelino. Go. Cool. Oh yeah.
Check. Check. What's up, everybody? So nice to be here tonight. Hanging out with the Sacred Voices crew. I'm always the elephant, never the room. I'm going to play some original songs for you. Let's have a little bit of fun. I need to saw you. 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 It's the only way you can be in two places, but I want your face with me and everything above your knees. They can keep your feet so you can keep running around, making everyone happy, everybody else but me. I need to saw you. 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 Now I have a plan that I will implement. I got it from old man Stan, from the downstairs apartment. He gave me his saw box from his old school magic show. Says he doesn't need it anymore, 'cause he knows that it's time to go. And what I need, it's not necessarily what you need, no. So could you please step inside the box of me, Jen? 'Cause I need to saw you. 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 just checking in. I'm just touching base. How are things with you? I'd like to ask you if, wait, I don't wanna know. I'd like to ask you if, wait, I don't wanna know. I got this all figured out, 'cause I know that you know that I know what this is about. I'd like to ask you if, wait, I don't wanna know. I'd like to ask you if, wait, I don't wanna know. Thank you. That song was called Sawbox. It was an original. This is another original. It's called So a Shadow and a Ghost Were Sitting in a Bar in Colorado. I am not the same, at least not since that day. I wish I'd never clicked it. I heard a leaf fall into my heart, it called. If I were you, I think I'd stay. In a mountain town, you hear mountain sounds, and they sound so sweet. Goodbye, California, I ain't moving mountains for you. I found the grass is greener here on my side of the divide. Goodbye, California, I ain't moving mountains for you. I found the grass is greener here on my side of the divide. But if you want to set a table for two, but if you don't, then I can drink alone with my shadow, my shadow, my shadow, my shadow, my shadow, and your ghost. My shadow, my shadow, my shadow, my shadow, my shadow, and your ghost. Thank you. Would you mind throwing me one of those shirts? I'll say, hey, if you guys like my social, I'll be giving these shirts out for any new social people. Hey guys, so thank you for letting me perform, having a good time. Other side. And I'm always the elephant, never the room. You can find me on Instagram at always the elephant. And I got some T-shirts here that I was giving these guys, but I have like 5 or 6 more. So if I get some new likes and some new followers, I'll be sending out some shirts. I only got 5, but at no charge to you guys. So it's a cool logo. I don't know if you want to. It's a cool little elephant. Always the elephant. But again, and on Facebook as well, Always the Elephant. And I'm from Littleton, Colorado, here local. And anyways, we're going to play some more songs, and thank you so much, man. Cool. This song's called Karma Loved Her Elephant. Loved her elephant, but I left Karma when she loved me. Karma loved her elephant, but I left Karma when she loved me. I was young, I was wrong, I was done. I was young, I was wrong, I was done. Karma loved the elephant, but I left Karma when she loved me. Karma loved her elephant, but I left Karma when she loved me. I was young, I was wrong, I was dumb. I was young, I was wrong, I was dumb. loved her elephant. Karma loved her elephant. But I left Karma when she loved me. 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 Thank you. Touching down in LA, the water shimmers at night. I gotta get off this plane. I really don't like to fly. I'm gonna tour on my trip and drive it straight to the 5. And take it north, take it north. It's when I look to the right, down the 118. I know that's where you are, down the 118. And it reminds me, down the 118. I know that's where you are, down the 118. And it reminds me, it's black cows black. It's black cows black. It's black cows black. It's black cows black. It feels so good to be home. Nice to see some old ghosts and shadows. I'm home, I get to see my mama. California palm trees and trauma. 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 It's black cows black. It's black cows black. It's black cows black. It's black cows black. Thank you. Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you so much. Cool event. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Appreciate that. And yeah, just get some on my social links, and I got some shirts to give away. If you guys, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.
Cool, cool. Thank you so much, Avelino, for popping in. It's always nice to get kind of a mix of poets and musicians down here. So, yeah, Sacred Voices Open Mic is open to anyone. If y'all want to, however you. So we're just rolling. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay. Word. No worries, you're all good. Alrighty. Can y'all hear me on this open mic right now? Yeah? Okay. Aston's giving me the thumbs up, so we're good. Cool. So with that, again, thank you so much. If y'all are open to doing like musical performances, poetry, really anything, these open mics are open for anybody, so feel free to come through. So, alrighty. So with that being said, I'm really excited to welcome up our next guest on this live. So tuning in from her home right now, we got Mahogany McIver. So give it up, y'all. Y'all are in for a treat. Let's go. Oh my gosh, I can see you on the screen. Wow, that's so cool. Oh my gosh. Thriving. Yo, Mahogany, I hate to do this, but we can't hear you right now. So if you could just stop for like for 1 second. My apologies. We're figuring out some technical difficulties. So I'm just gonna be stalling for a little bit, and then we will get right back to Mahogany. So yeah. Stall. I don't got jokes like that. Let's see. Rain, do you got jokes? I know you got jokes. You got oh yeah, poem. I could just read a poem. I don't gotta actually come up with anything on the spot right now. All right. So as I was saying earlier, got this other poem that kind of feeds off of the last poem that I read to y'all. That was pretty emo. Just about anger, emotion, anger. I wrote that when I was like 17, and was really just trying to figure out how to deal with anger and all that stuff. But that being said, I don't think anger is a bad emotion. I think like when I look back on that poem, I'm like, it was very from a really dark place, but anger serves a purpose in your life. So I don't know. This is kind of me writing this poem, kind of like reflecting on anger and kind of like looking at myself and my emotions more through like as a character almost. And yeah, so this is the other poem. So we got, all right, let me pull it up right here. So this one is called Dissolution. When she leaves, it will not be a blaze of glory as you had feared. The house had just become too quiet, too messy, the walls grimy with haunting, and she knew, we both did, what that led to. So she left, out the back door, midnight, before either of us could register, kissed me goodbye and said, I love you, and I want to keep loving you, time and place willing, but we can't do this right now, the way we both are. She will close the door silently behind her, and out of respect, you will not follow. Instead, you will watch your rage seethe into steam and observe the droplets trickling down your face in the mirror, your now cutting jaw, the spitting image of your most hated father. The little boy in you will ask the man you are becoming, how did you get like this? How did I get like this? At least as a villain in this story, I am still unbreakable, if not irredeemable. Thank you all. So hopefully that wasn't just some nonsense. That made some sense to somebody, but yeah, so I think we're still waiting to connect. We're ready? Cool, we're ready. Awesome. So now give it up once again to Mahogany McIver. We don't know. Yeah, it's like for some reason it's not connecting to the Zoom. But let's see. I think we're still experiencing some technical difficulties. But for real, I be looking good on this live. I'm like for real. But okay, yeah, I wore this shirt, this striped shirt just for y'all. So y'all already know. Already know what it is. But okay. Oh my, let me see. Rain, do you want to come up here maybe and share a poem while I go and check on our friends? Alrighty. Thank you all for hanging through with us.
What's up? Oh, snaps. What's up, y'all? What's up? Again, part 2. Oh, wait. Just so you know, you can actually hear me. But we gonna social distance this mic. You feel me? Nah, I'm just playing. All right. So, let's see. What we gonna read? Let's read a poem about America. And, yeah. It's called Brain Freeze. Bomb pops dark my dark lips. I hold cold in kid mouth like cuss words. Bombs pop far away in metal wrap and asses capped on cracked lips sucking. We made stupid jokes about penises. Bomb top. White, red, white, and blue blowjob. This patriotism is 4th of July sale on Pornhub. If mine exists, it wears wife beaters unironically and spits everywhere like a skunk or penis joke. What's funny? The dream, phallic, packaged, dirty pleasure, ice cream trucks. Thank you. Shout out my homies in the audience. I see you. All right. We gon' do something about. We gonna do another gender poem. We like that. I wrote this yesterday, so I did. It's part of the They Them Their series that I had mentioned earlier. Word. Naked in the mirror, I pick myself off tree. Fruit soup. Stepped into like grape stompers. Strawberry dermis down to the durian in my pelvis. Fat yellow flesh and papaya-shaped birth. Papaya shaped like nothing unless paired with tahine, which I eat with the same hand in my pants, playing pretend with eggplants. Thank you. We gonna try one more again. Thank you.
Y'all are getting to hear a lot from my friend Rain tonight. Always a blessing. So, yeah. Oh, Rain, actually, what's your poetry account so I can just plug it really quick? Uh-huh. Rainy Day? Yeah. At Rainy Day, but Rain spelled Rayyn. Wait. Bro. All right. Hold up. Can you repeat that one more time? Rainy Day. Rayyn. Dayy. All right. I hope y'all got that. Follow Rain on Instagram. All right. Awesome. Cool. So let's see. I think we can try. We're gonna try one more time to try to connect with. No, now we're okay. Word. So we're gonna. I guess we're gonna move on with the show right now and move on to our next guest. So please give it up for. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Never mind. Give it up for me. So here we go. Woo! Coming through with the poems right now. Thank you all for rolling with the punches. Those of y'all who are on this live right now, I hella appreciate y'all. So, cool. Let me pull up another piece, I guess. Let's see. Gotta scroll my Google Drive for these pieces. Could give y'all recent. Let me see. Oh, let's see. Express. Okay. I'll just do a throwback because I have this one memorized, and yeah, why not? Cool. So throwback, cool. So this is a poem I wrote about my mom. This is like kind of inspired by the whole immigration crisis that we're facing. There's still kids literally locked up in cages right now, and I think a lot of times people forget about that. But that shit is important. So, yeah, this is a poem about my mom. My mom was 15 years old when she first came to the United States from Mexico, when she first left home. She tells me about how she swam across the river to get here, arms and legs aching with both give and let. Give, give, give. My mom has always been a giver, even when all she wanted to do was just let herself go limp and be swept under the belly of the tide. She tells me about the arms of the coyote, who wrapped her. Wait, oh wow, this has been a minute. She tells me about the arms of the coyote who gathered her destiny into his arms, slung it over his shoulders, and carried her the rest of the way there. Mi ama is the strongest Latina that I know. She is the strongest person that I know. She is the woman who taught my brothers and me what it means to love, and love means finding promise and joy through sacrifice. She has embedded this into my skin, teaching me the legacy of sacrifice in our DNA. Braving the adversity of being an illegal, an alien, a prisoner in this purported land of the free, my mom still grapples with that river every single day, dodging ICE in her neighborhood, that elusive boogeyman haunting the undocumented in this country. She was eventually able to get her papeles. Love means finding promise and joy through sacrifice. It's my mom speaking the language of her children, whose heritage is slowly slipping away until the R's in our sentences are only a slight stumble off of the roof of our mouths. Love is untangling the twine of a foreign language around my mother's native tongue and overcoming the anxiety that swells in her chest when her mouth can wrap itself around Spanish, but English sits hesitantly at the bottom of her throat, never to be launched into existence. Love means finding promise and joy through sacrifice. Mi ama has grappled with el machismo. His cold, bloodshot stares have left handprints on the darkest corners of her heart. His abuse has left her body a crime scene. Now the choked breath her lungs are impossibly courageous enough to utter today. Machismo's spirit lived on in husbands whose rough, calloused hands never learned the give that my mom always gave and only knew take, 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 until there is nothing left. Their hands are still phantom in su piel, like a chalk outline that remains long after the crime has been committed. Love means finding promise and joy through sacrifice. And this is the reality of being an immigrant in the United States of America. It is reliving that immigration story, facing that river every single day and living with the fear of drowning. It is sowing the seeds you wish to reap in search of a better life. My mom has spent too long sowing seeds for the lands of others, reaping a harvest that is not her own. It is because of this that my brothers and me have vowed to become educated Latino men. Our prosperous future is the fruit of my mother's labor. Because love means finding promise and joy through sacrifice. And it's about time that she reaped her reward now. Thank you all. So cool. Alrighty, and with that, we're gonna get right into it with our very next performer. So give it up, y'all, for Evan Explosion.
Can you all hear me?
Yep,
Let me
I
go
think
ahead and
we
let me
can.
see if I can hear me on the. You said yeah? Okay, there I am. But can you hear me? Is the question. 1 second. Let me just see. Let me just make sure. Okay, cool. Kind of loud. I'm sorry. Let me kind of get this away from me for a second.
I mean, we can hear him there.
Hello, you all. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Evans Explosion. I'm a music artist who has been going after my dream of trying to elevate the world with my music for a very, very long time. Recently, I was a victim of an attack that took away my smile, literally. And I was attacked because of my sexuality and because of who I choose to love. Hold on, let me make sure that I can hear myself. Victim of an attack. Cool. And I just want to say that to all the kids watching and all the young people watching, you guys are amazing, by the way. The ones who were just on. You guys give me a lot of hope to think that you guys will be our future leaders. And just know that the road to make your dreams come true, it is a tough one. It really is. But it's the journey that's ultimately worth it. And even though I've been persecuted for my beliefs, I wouldn't change a thing. I'm gonna sing a song by The Weeknd and Ed Sheeran, but before that, I'm just gonna sing you guys an original song. Little girl, you don't have to be what you see on a magazine. Little boy, you don't have to be who the world wants you to be. 'Cause it's your own decision. You can love whoever you want. And you can make a lot of money, but it doesn't keep you happy. Don't you let the bright lights blind you. What's in your heart is what defines you. Y'all can find me really everywhere: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I've been doing a lot. Last year, I made my own autobiographical web series, Help Hollywood. I'm trapped in New Mexico. That's actually where I'm actually hailing from, by the way. So, hello, Denver. I'm pretty sure that it said Denver. I'm sorry. Anyways, the law of karma is that you will reap what you sow. So I know that even though I've been going after my dream for a long time, it's finally happening. And I'm so glad that you guys are actually a part of it. So the explosion is real. Y'all better take cover because there is an explosion coming. Evan's explosion. Waking up 5:30, blood on pillow, one bruised eye. I've drunk too much, you know what I'm like. But you should have seen the other guy who saved the right time for you to fall in love with me. Oh, baby, I'm just being honest. And I know my lies cannot make you believe. I'm running in circles, that's why. In my dark times, I'll be going back to the street, promising everything I do not mean. In my dark times, baby, this is all I could be. Only my mother could love me for me. In my dark times, in my dark times, I know that it's really late, so I'm just gonna do. I just want you all to know that I am a music artist first and foremost. Um, and you guys can watch my YouTube videos. I go in a lot of detail recently. I've been kind of exposing a lot of people who have been trying to come for me. People as far as like big people who are like really up there, like different things. So I just want to say again to all the kids, people out there who think that that there's some wars that aren't worth fighting, and there are. You know what I mean? And really, if you believe in yourself, nothing can stop you, baby. Nothing. Let them try it. Anyways, this song is called "A Part of Me Never Leave." This is my most popular song. Hope you guys will check it out. Again, Evan's Explosion. Find me on Spotify. Just ask Spotify to play Evan Stafford. I feel like I've traveled this whole world. No one does it like you. I grew up, I used to think that love was just a simple song. So lately I'm dead that often. You showed me so much. I wake up and see the face. Every doubt I ever had just melts away. I feel it in my soul. Say just a lot more. You're a part of me. You're a part of me. You're a part of. Yes, you're a part of me. You're my breath. You're my reason. All the love that I have. Don't you ever leave flames and not above them. Try to keep me far from you. Don't know what I'd ever do. You should go home without you like a child who's so scared of me. The monsters go away. And once again, I'm safe tonight. And we'll say this one more time. You're a part of me. You're a part of me. Yes, you're a part of me. You're my breath. You're my reason. The love of my life. Don't you ever leave. I'm Evan's Explosion, and I'm about to blow in 3, 2.
Evan Explosion. So coming right up, we got some more acts for you all tonight. So give it up for Mia. Mia. Let's go. Mia and Savannah, actually, they were outside, just looking at some art pieces and decided to come inside. So they were selling their art. They made that art, right? They were slinging that art, okay? So, yeah, come on up, y'all. Surprise us.
All right, my friends. So this is a never performed before piece, and so this is the first look at the try. All right,
Okay.
acapella. Let's go.
Ooh, okay. All right. Let's do it.
I was sleeping in the garden when I saw you first.
He put me deep, deep under the water so that I could work.
Like the dawn, you broke the dark, and my whole earth shook.
I was sleeping in the garden before I could work. At last,
Bones of my bones and flesh of my flesh at last. You were the brightest shade of sun I ever seen. Your skin was gilded with the gold of the richest kings. And like the dawn, you woke the world inside of me. And you were the brightest shade of the sun when I saw you. and you'll surely be the death of me. But how could I have known?
At last, bones of my bones and flesh of my flesh. At last. Yeah.
So much talent here tonight. Woo woo. Alrighty. So cool. Aston, that was all? Cool. All right. Well, thank you all so much for those of y'all tuning in from home, and those of y'all who came out here tonight. Thank you for bearing with us and, coming back here to Sacred Voices for our rescheduled August open mic. We're looking forward to seeing you all again on the 25th. Again, if you're interested in performing for that, just message the page, and we can get you either in person or over Zoom. And yeah, thank you all so much for coming, and have a great night.